Hey, my name is Brian Wall with worshiptutorials.com and brianwallmusic.com. I've got a lesson today for the four major chords that you're going to use in the key of A. So last time we did the key of G, and before that we did our first chord, which is D, and we talked about how to hold the guitar, how to read a chord diagram, how to put your fingers on the fretboard when you play a chord. So if you don't know any of that stuff, head over to that video, and there's going to be a link there below, or a link probably right up here, where you can click through and learn the basics. You don't have to have the video of all the chords in the key of G to play this video, to learn this video. But you do need that first one if you don't know just the very basics, how to hold the guitar, how to read a chord diagram. So let's get started. The chords that we are going to learn in the key of A are A, E, F sharp minor, and D. Alright, so the F sharp minor is kind of the first moderately difficult chord that you're going to learn, but I'm going to show you a shortcut to make it easy. So, chord, let's start with A. To play an A chord, there's the diagram. You don't play the low E. Remember, the X means you don't play it. And then A is open. That's your root note. Then I like to start from the top. Like I said in my other video, I like to start from the top and work down. So take your 2 finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the D string. Take your 1 finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the G string. Now you'll notice that all of your fingers are on the same fret, and you're going to have to squeeze them together. So a lot of times people will play 1, 2, 3. I like to play 2, 1, 3. And the reason I like to do that is because you can sneak that first finger kind of right behind the 2nd finger, and then your 3rd finger, your ring finger, goes on the 2nd fret of the B string. So the way I like to think about it is your fingers kind of all squished together and look like that. I don't know if that's in focus for you on the video, but your fingers they kind of make this little triangle with your index finger as the top of the triangle, but squeeze them all in there and open, 2, 2, 2, open. Mute the low E. So that's an A. Now don't worry if it's hard for you to squeeze your fingers in. You'll get better with practice. And make sure, like I've said before, that your fingers are close to that 2nd fret as you can get them. You don't want them on top of the fret where it'll sound, you'll get into playing a different note. You don't want them way too far back or it won't ring out very nice. You want them as close as you can get them there without being on top of the fret. Okay, E is our next chord. Take your 2nd finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. Your 3rd finger goes on the 2nd fret of the D string. Your 1st finger is on the 1st fret of the G string, and the low E rings out because it is in the E chord. So there you go. Open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. That's an E. Alright, F sharp minor is technically supposed to be a bar chord if you play F sharp. The way that I learned F sharp minor was like that. Now, if you're just starting out, that's going to be kind of hard to do. So here is a shortcut. Take your 3rd finger, put it on the 4th fret of the A string, 2nd from the top. Your 4th finger goes right underneath that on the 4th fret of the D string. So it's kind of like the E minor we learned in the last video, but they're just moved up 2 frets. And you don't want to play that low E, as you can hear. It doesn't sound that great. Okay? Now, we take our index finger and stretch it back to the G string 2nd fret. So you've got mute, 4, 4, 2, open, open. One thing that's going to be hard when you're just starting to play this chord is it's going to be hard to let these two strings ring open. Your index finger is going to want to lay on top of them. So that's where, make sure when you put that finger down, it comes down like this and doesn't lay across. If you can see that in the video. It's helpful to have your thumb behind your fingers if you can. Now, some people kind of get all sensitive about what you do with this finger. To me, naturally, it just kind of sticks up like that, and I don't even worry about it. But if you like, you can curl it under if you don't want to be giving a sign to everybody in front of you. But I don't think people will take it as that sort of a inappropriate gesture. All right. So I've had people ask me about that before, so I just wanted to throw that in there. So that's F sharp minor. Mute, 4, 4, 2, open, open. It's kind of an open way to play it. So we've got A, E, F sharp minor. We've got one more, and it's a chord that we have learned technically twice already if you've watched the other videos. It is a D. So take your first finger, second fret of the G string, third finger, third fret of the B string, second finger, first fret of the high E, the bottom string. Like I've said before, they make kind of like a little triangle. And it's actually the... What TV station is that the theme music for? It's either NBC or ABC. And it might not be anymore. But anyway, that's a D. Don't play the low E. So open, open, 2, 3, 2. So there you have it. All of the chords in A, E, F sharp minor, D. It's not all of the chords in A, but it's 4 chords that get used the most often. So head over to Worship Tutorials where you will get chord diagrams, how to play these, exactly where to put your fingers and how to do it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me over there at Worship Tutorials in the comments. If you're just starting out, keep it up. It will get easier. I promise in about a few months you'll be playing songs and you'll be good to go on your way. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.